How come certain guys can control when they finish and others can't? In my experience is pretty random. Some factors absolutely may affect it, but for example I hooked up with a friend twice in 2 days one after another. First day we got some dry humping, then went to the act, and I didn't even finish. We eventually ran out of time and she had to go. Next day she came back to my place and I lasted just a few minutes. It was the same girl, pretty much same horniness and everything. I guess sometimes our brain has other priorities. If I have like 2 beers then I last all night. No idea why. SRI antidepressants. Some guys may have masturbated more recently. Some guys might be more or less attracted to you. Some guys might be chemically inhibited, for example alcohol. The list goes on. There are a million factors at play. Level of experience can play a large factor, genetics plays a role, even things like diet or overall health plays a role. Comfort with my partner has a lot to do with it. I've never lasted long when I'm nervous or overly excited by a new person. Later with familiarity and trust, different story. Well, I last forever since being prescribed antidepressants. I forgot if I was a minute man or not before since I've been taking them for so long. It's a mix of things. Some men can last longer just getting used to the pressure, some can do it with pace control, some can literally stop themselves from coming or at least try through the use of Kegels, having a sort of dry orgasm, and some typically can't even come at all through vaginal intercourse because they are desensitized to it. This usually comes from having a death grip while masturbating where only manual stimulation is enough to get you off. Why do y'all wanna fuck all night? Bro, gimme an hour max, we both nut, both pass out. Go for round 2 when we wake up in a few hours. Practicing with a pocket pussy. Seriously. I used to last for hours, now it's give me 3 minutes, maybe even 4. I'll have her wantin' to marry a brotha. See who I referenced there? Based on my expertise, most of the time it all depends how excited or horny you are going into the situation, but so many variables. I'm 32M, and there's times I last 3 minutes, and there's time I'm in complete control. I'm not sure, it seems to be pretty random. For some reason if I jerk off I can finish in under a minute if I'm really turned on. But down to business with another person it can last an hour, and sometimes I have to try really hard to reach climax, despite how turned on I am. Well, a virgin won't last long. With practice, you will last night longer, but it's not exactly a science. Some men are able to delay their orgasm, but I feel that it's out of most men's control. 2 pump chumps would last longer if they could choose to. Depends on how good they are in Magic the Gathering. Some can last all night. I can't always control it, but I usually can. Controlling your breathing so it's deep and slow is huge. Also, holding your breath while thrusting quickly makes you come very quickly, so yeah. Don't do that. If I find myself getting close, changing positions gives you time to reset a little. Speaking of positions, some will make you last longer than others. I find I can last a long time with me on my back and the woman on top. Conveniently, this is a position in which many women find it easier to come if I need to really cool off. Going down on my partner and making her orgasm will allow me to delay orgasm and be close to square one again once intercourse resumes. I notice the feeling is a bit duller, orgasms are weaker, and last a short time when living a sedentary lifestyle along with junk food. But the feelings are amazing, orgasms are stronger, and can last a long time when I am exercising and eating decently. There can be a many number of reasons, such as sensitivity of the penis, circumcised vs uncircumcised, sexual experience, and just plain focusing on not finishing till you want to. If I take a Zoloft, you will die in agony before I finish. You just have to understand your sexual triggers where those would set you off real quick. Pace yourself, find things you can do mentally or physically to prolong it. Nothing beats pinching yourself hard or thinking of someone that grosses you out. And pre-performance things like jerking off several hours before if it's been a few days, and maybe drinking a bit of alcohol. But not much or you'll be disappointed, or some weed if that's your thing. The ones that last longer or have near total control have found some combo of the above that works for them.